Hey guys, I'm T, and this is From Prison to Reform, back again with some more food stamp nonsense for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one, but before I start the video, please like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss any more uploads from me. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
I don't care what people are buying on their food stamps. I don't care if they get food stamps. I really don't. Does it inconvenience me at all? No, not at all. I know that when my family and I needed it, I was very, very grateful for it because my husband had gotten injured at work. He hit his head, and even though I immediately went to work so that I could take care of our kids, our family, I can't make the kind of money he did. He is a truck driver. He worked in the oil fields. He was making really good money. And then all of a sudden, we didn't have an income, and what I can do was not enough. I was a lunch lady. First I was a lunch lady and a waitress. Then I was a waitress and a photographer taking pictures at the portrait studio in St. George. 2 jobs to support. We only had 3 kids at the time, and I still could not make the kind of money he was doing. And then we moved to Colorado, and it was even worse. We were still living in a single wide trailer with 3 kids. I got pregnant with the twins, and it was a struggle. It was hard, and I was grateful to have it. I don't care who has it. I don't care who's on it, who's not on it. I don't pay attention. If I'm at the grocery store and you're checking out ahead of me, I'm not looking at you. I don't care what you're using. If you're checking out with the SNAP card or if you're checking out with your bank card, I ain't looking that hard. I don't care. I'm grateful that my family doesn't need it right now because both my husband and I can work. And we do. And we provide. We're doing pretty good for our kids. There's still times when it's hard. If I only get 2 or 3 days that month working at the school, then that month it's a little harder. Summer, it gets really hard because I'm at home with our young children. My husband's on the road, and we just live with what he brings in. There's no extras during the summer. We don't have a lot of money to go to the pools and go to do this and that and that. But that's not my point. My point is everybody deserves to eat, every child. When I'm at school and I see those babies, and half of our school is on the free and reduced lunch program, I am so grateful that we serve them, that we give them food. The reason I lost my job as a lunch lady was because I couldn't take the food away from the kids who were paying, whose parents paid. I couldn't do it. It broke my heart. I tried it one time because they told me I had to, and I cried the whole next day. So when I got fired because I wouldn't do it and refused, I didn't care because I was like, well, at least I know that I fed those babies. They needed fed. Every baby deserves to have food in their stomach at night before they go to bed. I know for me, growing up on food stamps and having drug addicts for parents who were selling their food stamps back when it was paper money, paper, looked like, I don't know, it looked like a Monopoly money. And my mom would sell those food stamps to get her drugs, and then I would not have food in the house. I remember being like 5 years old, and the only thing that I could find in the house to eat was a number 10 can full of beans. And my mother was asleep. She'd been asleep for like 2 days. She wouldn't wake up. I went to a neighbor's house. I asked her to open it. She did not open it. And I figured out that if I took that can and I rocked back and forth, that I would be able to open that can. And I just rubbed it on the concrete back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I got it open. And I was sitting at 5 years old on the ground in Vegas in July, probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, eating beans out of this number 10 can that had spilled on the ground. And I got my ass whipped because I opened the last can of beans in the house. And because I was eating them outside on the ground like a dog. And my mom beat me for it. But she had sold the food stamps that was meant to feed me. And I didn't know how to use a phone, so I couldn't call home to my grandparents, which is where I lived most of the time. And I couldn't say, can you please come get me because there's no food in the house and mom's been asleep for 3 days? Do I care? Do I care if somebody's got food stamps? No, I don't, because I was that kid. And I barely survived my childhood. And I'm so grateful for when she did actually buy food with food stamps. Because once my grandfather died, I had to live with my mother full time. I was 6. And the abuse and the crap that I went through, at least she had food stamps. And every once in a while, she would actually fill the house with food so I could eat. I'm grateful for those food stamps. I'm grateful that there are children out there who are eating because of food stamps. And I really hope that they fix it and they get it done so that those kids can go back to eating normally.
Now look, why is she on SNAP benefits? Look at that rock on her hand.
Come spend the rest of my EBT before they take it away. First things first, gonna stock up on these. Then we're gonna stock up on some chips.
Just junk.
My daughter really likes macaroni and cheese, so I'm gonna get one of these.
High blood pressure.
As well get some of these. And these. Gonna get these because I don't have enough cereal at home. Gonna get a packet of Monsters.
That's diabetes in a can.
I'm gonna get one of these as well. Actually, I'm gonna get another one too. Gonna get another pie. This time we're getting this one.
More diabetes.
My kids really liked these when I got them, so I'm getting them again. Getting the breakfast corn dogs because my daughter is really excited about these. And I've been craving some ice cream even though it's really fucking cold outside. Might as well just get these. I already finished the waffles, so I'm getting more. Unless, oh, not this one. This one, unless y'all want to buy me a waffle maker.
Is it just me? Has anybody else not heard that you stay on the outside of the perimeter of the grocery store, that everything in the middle is processed?
And these, my kids really love hash browns because I can't get a potato and peel them myself. And because my husband is going to start working and I'm too lazy to start cooking, I'm going to start getting these for my kiddos because I noticed they love these. So I'm just going to get 4.
No wonder diabetes and high blood pressure is out of control.
Then I'm going to get these because they have the freaking brownies right there. I'm going to get a few of them. I've been seeing these all over TikTok that you just grab and you just toss. You know, why not? Why not?
The more I compare what's in my cart compared to these entitled mindset SNAP recipients that just are lazy and don't want to work, the more I get it. SNAP isn't about helping people eat. It's about helping the corporations feed them poison and then call it food.
There's this pie I've been looking at. Might as well, right? Lasagna. Gonna get this. Amazing. Been wanting some of these. Gonna get the little virgin. I don't know if I want to get these or if I want to get these. I'm gonna go with Minecraft. Might as well stock up on some candy canes as well. Ooh, I'm gonna get this. Might as well, guys. Might as well. I'm not paying for it. You guys are. My total was $5.16. Thank you, taxpayers, for paying for my food.
Seriously, think about it. Wouldn't it just help and solve a lot of problems for everyone if this was only allowed to be used for fresh foods? None of this packaged bullshit. But wait a minute, now that I think about it, it wouldn't work because that would break this big business and government scam. I love what Matt Walsh said. This is an artificial way to drive up the cost of foods, man, goods in these grocery stores. We get double taxed for it, and then we got to pay for these clowns that just don't want to work.
Spent like an hour plus change in this grocery store. It's like I knew about the government shutdown and all of that stuff. Why did I just try to pay for these groceries with my food stamps? I called the food stamps card because that shit kept saying decline. I'm like, what? I see how much of this motherfucker overly loaded. I called the hotline. This motherfucker said that shit is suspended until further notice. Well, bitch, if it's a government shutdown, shut all this shit down. Shut all this shit down. When I say all this shit, I mean bills. I mean all that shit. Shut it the fuck down. What you talking about?
Do y'all see that? Do y'all? That's called a roof. Because I get food stamps, I have to not have a job. When the fuck is a roof over your head free? When the fuck is a roof over your head free, baby? I'm not on no fucking welfare. Unless y'all want to call food stamps welfare, then so be it. But I'm not on Section 8. I'm not on housing. I'm not on any of that. So please let me know the resources to where y'all think people don't have to do shit so I can be a part of that group. I would gladly not be doing shit every day. I would gladly not be doing nothing every day. So I could just live all free and willy-nilly. Please let me know. Since y'all know everything, where's the resources to where everything is free? I want to know.
So I saw this comment on my video about New York Snap. And I was actually going to make a video about this yesterday, but my son was out of his mind so loud, so I didn't end up posting it. But yes, New York, including myself, I got my full benefits this morning. Trump said yesterday for states to stop sending full payment. And if they sent it, take that shit back. But no, New York does not have to worry about that because Kathy, the governor, didn't send full benefit banking on federal funding. She took the federal funding for half and then took funding from the state resources for the other half because she knows that giving half the benefit, yes, people are very lucky and grateful for that, but it's not enough for the whole month, especially with their families. But even one person, how can one person eat off of $100 for the whole month? That's because one person is usually like $200. Yeah, that's not enough. So she took funding from other places in New York for other things and made up the difference. So she's not going to Indian give and take back half of her benefit. Unfortunately, states like Michigan, they are. And other states will probably follow suit. But Michigan, I know I have seen and spoken to so many people from there. They had a pending amount for yesterday or today, and then it was gone. They didn't get anything yet, not even half, because they kind of had to undo those pending payments, and then we'll hopefully this week send half until the courts, the first circuit courts, Trump, all of them get their ish together. But don't worry, don't run out and spend the whole thing. If you are anywhere other than New York, I'd probably look into that. Where did the funding come from? And if it was all federal funding, then go out and spend everything. But New York, don't worry. And if you haven't gotten your benefit, I know yesterday, today, tomorrow, most are getting it, but you should have it by the end of the week. And thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you for having New York residents back. Let me just show you where I got my information from. I'll show you the screenshot. Right here, I can't really see it. You know what, you guys can read it. Pretty much New York has stepped in to make sure that our families eat until they get their ish together.
Yeah, I'm up. It's 4 something in the morning. I seen I got my EBT. I'm already dressed. I'm waiting for 8 o'clock.
Good morning, beaches. Let me tell you, I am not one of God's favorites because my food stamps are supposed to load on the 10th and I got nada. Carry on.
Half of y'all that are under my video commenting or duetting it, talking about how I get food stamps and this and that, y'all are living paycheck to paycheck too. You just got better lighting for your delusions. You're mad because you didn't get approved. That's no one's fault. Don't take it out on the next motherfucker.
Public service announcement. If you got half of your food stamps, if you got the full food stamps on your card, you better go spend that shit because we don't know what the government trying to do and they so unpredictable, baby. We don't know if we're going to be hungry next month or not, baby. You better go hit the stove, baby, on some real shit. Call off work. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your uncle, and whatever, baby. You better tell them, y'all better go spend that shit before they take it off your card, baby. I mean, look, you should have been at the store at 12 o'clock, baby. As soon as it hit your goddamn card, I would have been at the grocery store with a full basket, baby. Because one thing about me, baby, I'ma eat, baby. I'ma eat. I better not motherfucking let my kids starve at all. Y'all better get your ass up and hit that stove, baby, before they take it back off y'all card and y'all be looking crazy, baby. I'm telling you, get your ass up, call off work, do what you gotta do, baby.
They ordered him to pay out SNAP, and he said no. All right. And some of you may say, oh, well, he doesn't have to do what those judges say. I don't really know, like, all that stuff, but The whole point of it is, he said no. Some states are funding or partially funding. Most of them are just like partially funding SNAP benefits right now. And he is actively fighting against that. He told grocery stores not to show any special treatment towards those with SNAP. And I've seen a bunch of people talking about, oh, well, some of the states got their SNAP or they got partial. And I'm like reading through a lot of these comments of people who got their partial amount, and they're like getting like $12. The other day at Walmart, it cost me $24, almost $25 for tampons and toothpaste. They got $12.
Hey, if the idea that a woman feeds her kids on SNAP is pissing you off, I want to know, are you upset about men who don't pay their child support? Because I can tell you from personal experience, the reason why so many women rely on food stamps is because their child support's not being paid to them.
I love all these Christian churches just outing themselves as actually shitty people and institutions. So if you haven't seen, there is a woman on here and she says it was part of a social experiment. She was calling all of these churches to say that she had a hungry baby, she needed formula. And I think she called like 30 or 40 churches. I think 9 of them said that they'd be able to help her. The rest of them said, no, we don't do things like that. And now churches, Christian churches specifically, are coming out justifying why. Saying, well, we get scammed all the time. And look, she was actually a scammer. She's a liar. Mind you, Christian churches only came out defending it after she went to a mosque and they helped her right away. Feel like they're compensating for something. Let me be very clear. That woman could have called me by accident. She could have called the wrong number. And if I heard, hey, I have a hungry baby who needs help, I would have found a way to help because I am in a position to do so. Churches hold themselves up as charity organizations that give back to the community. That's why they're not taxed the way they should be. And yet every situation, every opportunity we give them to prove that they give back, they show us that that is not the case. Tax the churches.
If you're one of these people who goes on social media and complains about a poor family using their SNAP benefits to buy themselves a treat like Oreos for their children or Dr. Pepper from time to time to give themselves a little bit of joy, then I want to politely inform you that you are a cunt and can eat it.
We spent $1,592. Thank you, EBP.
$1,592 in food stamps. Let's see what you spent it on. A case of apple juice. You don't need that. Processed junk food, that is breakfast food. Sugary breakfast food, toaster strudels. A box of strawberry cake for herself because she feels she deserved it. Sour cream, yeah, you didn't need to buy that. She bought 1 bag of frozen vegetables and then 1 bag of corn. Oh, instant noodles. Good choice. Sweet tea, again, you don't need that. Milk for the little ones, okay, yes, you can justify that purchase. Ew. Ham and cheese Hot Pockets? Oh my god, ew. More Hot Pockets? Gross. Brownie mix and peanut butter Ritz in the back. Family-sized box of Captain Crunch, which cereal is basically like human dog food at this point. He bought 2 boxes of Neapolitan ice cream and then bought 2 dozen worth of cupcakes because she just felt like it. There was a lot of processed food, sugary foods, like foods high in sodium. You are what you eat. I mean, you know what I mean? Honestly, be so for real.
Listen, they are not playing with this government shutdown and not wanting to give people food stamps. I'm a single mother. I have always gotten food stamps. It was certain spurts in my life when I was working 6 and 7 days a week that I did not get food stamps. That's understandable. Okay, so I just got off the phone with the food stamp office because they sent me a denial letter. And in the denial letter, they said it was because my net income, weird to me because they go off of your gross income. So I'm sitting here adding and subtracting on my gross income because I know this to not be true. Now, I do get SSI for my child, but whenever I do my gross income, like I'm right at like $2,800 or whatever. If you add my baby's SSI, that puts me at $3,823.06 or whatever a month. Okay, so the woman told me for for 4 children, my max amount is that I could be making is $5,360. She told me because I was so close to that amount, to the max amount, that the funds that they have, they cannot qualify me for food stamps, that I would have to be making less than $3,000 in order to be qualified for food stamps. Now, I got 4 children. 4. Okay, I'm a single mother. Where in the world do you expect me to go work to make less than $3,000? Which is really, if you take away the SSI, I am making less than $3,000. And my bills are not extremely low. I don't live in project-based housing. I don't live in hood. I'm not on Section 8. Like, I pay bills. I live in a house. I got a 4-bedroom house. I pay bills, like real bills or whatever. So I'm not understanding the denial. I ain't even want to argue back and forth with her because it sounds so crazy to me because I've been getting them all this time. I know how this stuff works or whatever. All I said was, okay, thank you. Because what's to go back and forth about if you gonna keep telling me I'm denied? Like, y'all, this shit is real. And me personally, I feel like if they gonna do something about people getting food stamps, I don't understand why it's for the people who's not out here trying to make any money at all whatsoever. Like, I understand certain people got certain situations, but it is a lot of people who finesse the government and sit and don't do nothing at all because they know the government is going to expense everything. Me, I can't do that. I got children. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me make sense of it because it's not making no sense at this point. Like, my income has not changed really at all. And yeah, I'm denied. And mine gonna eat regardless though. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
Look, I don't get political. I'm not a political person. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not either right or left or liberal. I really am just like in my own lane. I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But what I do give a fuck about is the people that are being affected because of some fucking bullshit that orange piece of shit is doing with the whole fucking SNAP. The fucking food stamps? Bro, who gives a fuck? Why are you worried about the fucking food stamps? Give the people their fucking food stamps. Why the fuck are people struggling to get food in the first place? Because food's fucking expensive. And you're going to take that shit away from them? That's not even affecting you. You fucking idiot. And all the people that fucking... all the people... Hold on. I'm getting too fucking amped up. All the people that voted for that orange piece of shit that used food stamps. Joke's on you and everyone else now. Look what the fuck you did. Look what y'all fucking did. Not the people that didn't vote for him. The people that voted for him, look what y'all fucking did. Look around. Y'all did this. Are you happy now? The fuck? I don't use food stamps. But, like, I know people that do. And that's fucked up. And look what y'all fucking did. Look at everything now. Look around you. Everything's gone to shit. Anyways.
That lady that worked at the school who got fired for feeding children, that is so sad. Like, we are in America, and it's 2025, and we're firing lunch ladies for feeding kids who don't have the money to eat, where school is probably the only place they are able to eat. That is wild. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you've had a great day.